There's no denying that Brian Michael Bendis reshaped comic books. And if you read the older stuff, you are going to find some good stuff. I even enjoyed like Sam and Twitch, his run on Daredevil, some stuff like that. But when you come to the new stuff, it seems like for some reason Bendis feels like he can talk for teenage girls and he can just be woke and me too enough. But news is he landed a pretty nice deal with Amazon, looking at Jinx, Pearl, and Murder Incorporated all possibly being adapted into shows. It says, a good day in the old Bendis household, I am certain. Variety broke the news. Here's some of the details that we have for you guys. Bendis has set a first look deal with Amazon, developing 3 TV series under the new pack based on his previous works. Jinx, crime-written love story unfolding on high-stakes treasure hunt. Amazon series description says the player's Jinx Alameda, a bounty hunter on top of her game who's tired of her grimy life. Goldfish, a charming con man and wanted felon who falls head over heels for Jinx. And Columbia, Goldfish loose cannon partner who has big criminal dreams. Their paths join when they're pulled into a search for missing mob money, a payout so big that it lures them away from the familiar streets of Cleveland into a dangerous, unpredictable misadventure that will change the course of their lives. I don't think I've read Jinx. Part of this and the summaries that I've been looking at to prepare for this made me think that I've read Jinx. So I don't know if it's just I've read something else that was similar. Don't know. But that was the first one. Next up is Murder Incorporated, where the 5 families have never lost their power. So imagine an alternate world where the gangsters still rule the day, right? So Valentin Gallo is the made man. He's the one that enters the fray with the mob explosion, sending him on the run from the rival gangsters and even the CIA. There's a young hitwoman. Her name is Jagger Rose. She's supervising Valentine and wounds up as a target on her back, too. And just when you think that things, initiation into the crime family, things like that couldn't be more of a disaster, he learns his mother is conspiring with the FBI against him. So it is a sort of like interesting take. I really look forward to reading this one. The co-creator is Powers, Michael Oming. So they did a great job on this series, and they've brought in I'm a Virgo. I heard good things about that show. Su Si Chun, I don't know, is the producer, showrunner. Don't know exactly what to expect there, but I am looking forward to rereading these stories again, and maybe we can give you some thoughts on those. All right, that is 2 of the 3. The third one, Pearl Tanaka, the outsider among outsiders. That's right, Japanese American with albinism, born into a world ruled by the American Yakuza. Oh boy, this sounds like Bendis becoming Bendis, but depends on the timeline, I suppose. All right, she uses her unequaled skills as a tattoo artist to make an honest living in San Francisco. And that all changes the day she meets another tattoo artist, Rick Araki, who saves his life. Of course, she saves his life. Rick has made enemies of a different Yakuza clan, and by interfering with their hit on him, Pearl might have just ignited a deadly gang war. And worse, Pearl has inadvertently revealed her Yakuza boss is one of her deepest secrets. She has a real talent for killing. Pay off your debt. That's becoming an assassin. So they have Michael Gatos, who is over on Jessica Jones. Showrunner is Chris Collins, the man at High Castle. So this has actually got the best creative team behind it from the credits that I'm familiar with. Of course, Bendis is tied to all sorts of different things. They give him all sorts of love. I don't consider it's a great thing when you start talking about he's the person behind Miles Morales and Riri Williams and Naomi and things like that. But yeah, ups and downs. He's definitely been impactful. We can't deny that long resume of stuff. All right, let's get to the quote. Brian has immense success throughout his career with a hand in some of the most culturally impactful comics in recent memory. This is their head of video on demand, basically owned by Amazon MGM. We're thrilled that he's bringing his captivating storytelling to Amazon MGM Studios. And Bendis says, I am thrilled to be part of Amazon's stellar lineup of storytellers. Their vision for the future of media is so damn exciting. Oh, geez. And they've already honored us with the incredible show running partners. The readers can be cheering our Jinx World creations on from the get-go, and we're so excited to take them to the screen near you. So what are you thinking? You thinking you're happy? You thinking you don't care? You thinking, ugh, Bendis? What are you guys thinking? I'm gonna reread. I'm gonna reread Jinx. I think I read Jinx, but I know I didn't read Murder Incorporated, and I know I didn't read Pearl. Pearl I've seen comics of, so I know that was pretty popular for at least a little while with certain circles. So yeah, I'm gonna read all 3, give you my thoughts on the stories. Bendis being Bendis. And I don't know. Amazon again, just like every other service, has been hit or miss. So it's not as though I can be out here telling you guys, hey, it's going to be great or it's not going to be good. Or this, the track records are just a big bloody mess out there. So who knows what we'll get. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Yeah, big payday over at the Bendis house. 3 projects. I mean, to be honest, I don't think any of them sound expensive. They all sound like a manageable budget, which is probably the direction that some of this content should be going. Instead of just throwing money away and flushing it down the toilet, is go with more moderately priced adaptations and see what sticks. Focus on quality and good writing, and then the execution can deliver and hit the ball over the fence. So anyway, let me hear from you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Take care, everybody. I am Pops.
Yeah. Right?